Olá pessoal, agora o vídeo número 7 do canal Inglês no Zuleika, comentando sobre substantivos contáveis e incontáveis e o uso de some, any e no. Primeiro a gente precisa entender que é uma regra diferente da língua portuguesa e que tem algumas particularidades. Então, os substantivos contáveis, os countable, eles podem ser flexionados no plural e eles podem ser precedidos pelo artigo a ou an, se o substantivo começa com vogal. Então, there is a house, there are houses. I bought an egg, I bought 3 eggs. Então, ele pode ser quantificado e pode ser flexionado no plural. Os incontáveis, eles não flexionam no plural, não dá para colocar o S no final, e eles não podem ser precedidos pelo artigo a ou an. Então, information, I have a great amount of information. Se eu quero passar a ideia de que eu tenho muita informação, eu tenho que acrescentar uma expressão antes, porque não posso colocar o S. A mesma coisa, chocolate. I have a big piece of chocolate. Eu não posso falar I have chocolates. Então agora a gente vai comentar um pouquinho sobre os uncountable, porque eles têm mais particulares do que os contáveis. Então, para a gente ter uma ideia, né? A gente pode falar 2 pieces of chocolate, porque a gente precisa de expressões que antecedam esses substantivos. Então a gente pode falar 2 pedaços, uma grande quantidade, a great amount of money, too much furniture, muita mobília, too much information, muita informação, 4 spoons of sugar, a glass of water, 4 colheres de açúcar, um copo de vinho. Então, assim, são quantificadores que a gente precisa colocar antes do substantivo. Aqui, por exemplo, com alimentos, né, a gente usa muito as medidas. Então, 2 plates of pasta, a lot of cheese, a gente também pode usar uma expressão, muito queijo, a lot of. 3 cups of coffee, 3 xícaras de café. 4 slices of bread, 4 fatias de pão. E a gente precisa saber isso para entender como a gente usa na frase o some, o any e o no, principalmente pensando nos verbos que a gente utiliza. Então, a gente usa some em frases afirmativas e interrogativas. I would like some water. Eu gostaria de um pouco de água. Só que a gente não fala um pouco de água, a gente fala some water. É um substantivo incontável. There are some apples. Há algumas maçãs. Are there some carrots? Será que há algumas cenouras? There is some bread. Há algum pão. Is there some wine? Será que tem algum vinho? Então a gente tem que prestar atenção, tá até destacado ali, a cor dos verbos corresponde ao substantivo ser incontável ou contável. Sendo contável, estando no plural, né, a gente usa o verbo are, e sendo incontável, a gente usa o verbo is, flexionado no is, né, que são as flexões do verbo to be. Outras maneiras que a gente precisa guardar é o uso do any. Então, are there any carrots? Será que há algumas cenouras? Is there any milk? Há algum leite? E as formas negativas. There aren't any strawberries. Não há nenhum morango. There isn't any water. Não há nenhuma água. Aí é o mesmo caso, sendo o substantivo contável e flexionado no plural, com S no final, a gente usa o are. Sendo o substantivo incontável, a gente usa o is. Aqui no caso, nas formas negativas, a gente usa are not e is not. Se a gente for usar o no, a gente não precisa do not. Então, there is no money. There are no apples. A gente não precisa falar there is not no. É repetitivo, é errado. There is no money. There are no apples. Então, agora a gente vai ficar a apresentação de uma receita onde vocês vão ouvir e ler nas legendas os quantificadores. Então, procurem aí identificar onde eles estão.
Welcome to Kelsey's Kitchen. I'm Kelsey Nixon, and this is where we make fast, fun, and affordable meals. Today's show is called Pastabilities because there are so many things you can do with pasta. Today we're making two dishes that are absolutely fabulous, and they're a little bit different than your average spaghetti. So let's get started with our first dish. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. I've already got my pasta going. About 2 quarts of water. I salted the water and added linguine. Yes, that's what we're cooking with, linguine. It's going to cook about 9 to 11 minutes. So while that's going, let's get started on the sauce. So first I need 2 cloves of garlic. I'll first do that to separate the two. Oh. Actually, I thought it was 2 cloves. It's just one really large clove. That should work. No problem. Get that off. And just chop this up. Pasta is great. It's so easy to make. Anybody can make pasta. Literally, it is so easy to make. There are some tips, though, when cooking it that will help you get better results. First of all, like I said, how I salted my water, you've got to salt your water. That will make such a difference, and it's so easy to do. Another pasta tip is that you'll want to make sure that after you've cooked your pasta and you've strained it, you don't want to wash it because there's this starch that's on the outside of pasta, and if you wash your pasta, then you wash off that starch and your sauce won't adhere, and we definitely want that to happen. So, okay, here we go. We've got our clove of garlic all chopped up. Let's get this going. We're going to add just about 2 teaspoons of oil, not a ton, to our skillet. Wait for that to warm up a little bit. In addition to cooking with garlic, this recipe's also got some basil that's going to go in the sauce. So, first we're going to, what we're going to do is called chiffon the basil. Now, this is a technique that's very easy to do, and I'm just taking some of these leaves of basil. Smell fabulous. They're very fragrant and nice. And we're going to just couple them on top of each other. We're multitasking here while that oil heats up. Now you're going to roll it up very tight, like so. Very easy. And now you're just going to slice it very thin. And you get these beautiful chiffoned basil leaves. Very, very simple. Oh, it smells so good, I'm telling you. Okay, and we're going to set these aside for later on in the recipe. I'm going to add this garlic to my oil and my skillet. And it's going to smell fabulous in about 30 seconds. This will get going. Now let's talk about what we're using to actually make this sauce. I'm using a 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes with the juice that I have right here. We're going to cook it with an additional 2 cups of water for about 15 minutes, and I'm telling you, it's worth the time. It's absolutely fabulous. It's a wonderful sauce. And then when we're done, we're going to add a pint of grape tomatoes into the sauce to give it that nice, fresh flavor. So, now that my garlic has started going just a bit, I'm actually going to add my tomatoes. Like I said, 14.5-ounce can goes right in the pot with the garlic. This is like a cheater way to making a kind of homemade sauce. Very semi-homemade, if you will. But it's great. I really, really like it. Okay, so that's going to cook, and we're going to add these 2 cups of water. And this will cook for about 15 minutes. You'll want to bring it to a boil, then take it down to a simmer, about medium heat. And like I said, that'll cook for 15 minutes, and then we will move on to our next steps.